Hello everyone, this is Jenkins with Realty Chief. I'm making this video to explain the importance of choosing the right pricing strategy for your home. When you're in a seller's market, you have a little bit more of an advantage when it comes to pricing your home, and that's because there's not a lot of inventory on the market. In situations like these, there are many buyers, there's not enough inventory, and these buyers are all going to compete to make an offer on your home. So what that psychologically says to a buyer is that they need to make as efficient an offer as possible to get your attention, to make sure that you accept it, and to get you in a contract so that they can be the ones who take advantage of this opportunity and purchase your house. Now, if you're in a buyer's market, it's a little bit different. A buyer's market puts the advantage in the buyer's hand. And in doing so, you now have to accept the fact that a buyer is going to make a lower offer on your house, and it's not because your house is any less valuable, but it's because you're competing with a ton of other property. There's a lot more inventory on the market, and what you have featured in your home, they can likely find somewhere else. So in a situation of a buyer's market, what we would try to do is price your property a little bit lower, but not so low where we're defeating the amount of profits or net proceeds that come into your pockets as the seller. When you're in a stable market, you're in a relatively balanced state of mind. And what that means is you're not really in a position to ask for more money, but at the same time, you're not at a disadvantage to buyers. You guys are able to meet comfortably in the middle and secure a deal. The second reason why choosing the right pricing strategy is so important is because the longer a property sits on the market, the less activity it generates. Within the first 2 weeks is when you generate the most activity and the most interest. Potential buyers communicate values through the number. And the reason why we want to set the price right is because when the potential buyers come into the property, we want them to understand the value which is communicated through the number, and we need to get them to make an offer now. The third reason why choosing the right pricing strategy is so important is because agents and brokers, we're trained to find reasons why a home is not selling. We're looking for reasons to reduce the asking price for your house. And 9 times out of 10, we know if your house hasn't sold in a certain amount of time, you've priced it too high. So not only have you priced it too high, but now you've wasted time, and you may be a little bit more eager to get the property sold before the listing expired. And we're going to take advantage of that. My job is to make sure that that doesn't happen. Final word in choosing the right pricing strategy, it really depends on your goal as a homeowner. For a variety of different reasons, people really need to sell their home fast. They need the money, there's an urgent situation. In cases like these, I would suggest lowering the price slightly just to attract buyer interest and get an offer as soon as possible. But if you're in a situation where the time to sell is now, but you understand that you're not really in a hurry place, then you should price your property appropriately and wait to receive the highest offer possible. The one thing that I do well as an agent is generate qualified, interested buyers regardless of the location of your home. If you're interested in having me represent you in the sale of your house, please call me at 347-285-8508.